All right, gang, let's get this workout started. We're going to start with the jog in place, get our bodies moving, get ready for some action. So today we've got a barbell workout, and this barbell workout is going to be lower body focused. Now I've got a head start. I already know what we're doing, and like my stomach's churning a little bit. I'm a little nervous. Oh man, because this is going to be tough. There's going to be some good stuff. It's going to be challenging, absolutely, but we're going to get a lot out of it. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. We are going to get our half hour's worth today. Okay? So we got 1 minute right now. We're working on this jog in place. You can dial it down to a march in place if you need to. You can also kick it up a little higher if you need to. Make this a little faster for you. All right. So we got a few exercises today. Actually, it's just three exercises we're going to be doing. Our first exercise, I'll give you two choices while we're in it. One of them is the split squat. Okay, so the split squat I'll show in just a second here. Right now we're doing a tap back and a reach up. Tapping back, reaching up is just a part of our warm-up. Okay, but a split squat actually takes this position right here. So you keep doing your tap back. But a split squat looks like this. We're going to lower down, come back up. You notice my knee touch the ground. Yours does not need to. It can come close. So it may look like that, and you may come back up. Okay, or you can go as deep as you need to. Okay, if you're not able to go all the way down, maybe you go here. Maybe this is your motion. But your goal here is to use this front leg. This front leg is the goal as far as our work, and I'm digging into that heel, squeezing into that right glute in order to raise my body back up. Okay, so I'll get back into that tap back and reach up right now. Okay, now let's do an alternative. Let's say that this motion you just know is going to be bothersome on your knees or your hips. Instead, we're actually going to do something similar to what we're doing now, is just a tap back. Okay, this one we'll just do on the one leg. All right, so for our actual workout, the alternative today will be a tap back. For our warm-up, let's switch on. We're doing a side-to-side step. Step to the side, sink in a bit, back together, to the side, and sink in a bit. Okay, this one's kind of like a half squat, getting our hips ready to go. Woo! So I'm excited. All right, so you're either doing a tap back or a split squat, one of those two. I know it's going to be awesome. It's going to be excellent. My legs will thank me. I will be overjoyed at the work I have done for my body, okay? So we're going to do 4 rounds for these first exercises, and then we're going to take a little mini rest break, okay? We're going to get a minute off in between, and then we'll get set up for our final 2 exercises. So I'll talk about those over the course of the workout here. But let's get ready. I think I've got a couple seconds left. 3 seconds. I'm going to use a bar for split squats. I'm going to show you how to get a bar up and over your head first, okay? So if you're ready to go, go for it. But if you want, look like this. You're going to squat down just a touch. You're going to get a little momentum, okay? It's a lighter bar, but you can get some momentum to it. And then bend the knees a little bit and pop that overhead. And then set that behind the neck. Very important that it's not on the neck, on the traps is where you're aiming for, okay? These upper shoulder muscles here. Okay, now I'm going to lower down and come back up. We are already underway into the work. Okay, so remember the goal today as we're working is to be done before the minute, okay? And there's no doubt in my mind that my legs will get gassed pretty good on this one, okay? This is a great exercise because you're only using one leg at a time, which means you don't need as much weight in order to make it difficult, okay? You've already got your body weight, which adds some challenge, and then just adding a little bit to that with the bar, you can make it pretty tough. Whereas a squat, you've got both legs that are working for you, it takes a little bit more weight to make that more effective. Okay, so I'm lowering down, coming back up. Now, one thing you guys may notice here is if you have a lot of calf tightness, you're going to notice that it's difficult for this back leg to come down. What may start happening actually is that back leg may start turning out as you do this one, okay? If you are in that type of a position, what you may do is you may find a surface to lean this back foot on, like if you have a wall or something like that, you may actually lean this foot on that wall as you go, okay? So for example, I've got the squat rack here. I'm actually going to put my foot, if I can find it, my foot up against it a little bit, okay? And that's actually going to open my range of motion up if I've got tight calves, okay? So that's just for those of you that might need it on the split squat. Back to work, Andrew. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, there, we're through. Now to get this off the back, we do the same thing, just in reverse. Okay, we pop it up, bring it to here, and then bring that down. Okay, so I went and I gave it some momentum, popped it up over my shoulders, cradled it here, and then I flipped my wrists and let it come down. Okay, so the goal there is let momentum take care of itself. Ooh, okay, we're in for it. We're in for it today. I'm excited. That's set number one. That's just set number one. That was me talking a lot. We're going to get down to business now in this next one. So I'll show you the front on view for the next one. Move this over here. So you do a nice front view. Perfect. 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 Oh man, hopefully your legs are ready. Hopefully you're jazzed. This is a good one. It's a real good one today. Can't wait to hit it. Can't wait to hit it. I can't wait. How much time? 4 seconds. I'm going to get my bar ready. You can do the same. Okay, I'm going to pop it to here, pop it up and over, set it, and off we go. So I've got my left leg forward. Just make sure you're trying to start on the same leg each time. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, driving into this heel. Now, one tendency people tend to have, okay, I'll show side view for this one. People tend to shift body weight forward on this one and rely on their quad to come up. But I'm actually putting more pressure and force into the front of my foot in order to do that. What I want is more pressure and force in the heel of your foot, and you're going to get a lot more, lot more hip work on this one instead of quad work. Okay, you are going to get some quad work. That's inevitable. That's wonderful. But we need more glute work. That's what we need. That's what we came here for, and that's what we're going to make happen. I'm going to step out. Because that leg's pretty toast. All right. Gear up and get ready with my right leg. Woo. Okay, here we go. And then we sink down and in and drive in that heel to come back up. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, what else is there, right? It's just the best. Driving into that heel. Drive into that heel. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I don't know about you, but there's not much better than a good leg day. Oh, especially when it comes to feeling like you've worked out and breaking a sweat. Oh boy, I'm losing it. Oh boy, okay. Okay, I'm stepping out. Done. I'm done. Whenever you're done, you just be done. Okay, so our goal here is to let our bodies let us know when we need to stop. So for you, find that spot, okay? I would rather you be done early than be going all the way to the beep. All right, we got time coming up now. Go ahead and pause if you haven't yet. It's rest break time. Okay, so we got 2 of these done. We got 2 more to go. Funny thing, right? We haven't gone anywhere. Seems like we barely moved. And yet here, I'm actually huffing and puffing a little bit, right? Let's talk about that. We have a lot of muscles that are engaged in this type of an exercise, okay? So we have all these major leg muscles, a lot of these lower leg muscles, okay, and our hips. Oh man, they're working like crazy, especially if you're driving that heel in, right? Now the majority of your muscle mass is below your waist, okay? Especially if you are a lady, women tend to have more muscle mass here in comparison to their upper body, whereas guys tend to have a little more of an even split with that, and that's just kind of the way testosterone does things. So for the ladies out there, this is where a lot of your muscle is. So this type of an exercise, this type of a workout is crucial. Number 1 for burning calories, but number 2 for firing up your body to get the results that you want, okay? So if we can stoke these fires, if we can get these muscles revved up and working, we've got a better shot at burning more calories, at building more muscle, and at being in better shape. Now you might start saying to yourself, well, Andrew, I feel like my legs are already too big, right? Or my thighs are already chafing, right? Or I'm just not comfortable, you know, with the way that my legs are. I don't want them to get any bigger. I don't want big legs, okay? And I get that. I really do. One of the most important things you can do, if that is a fear of yours, you can aim a little higher on your repetitions, okay? So maybe you push it closer to the minute, okay? But really, percent body fat is going to be the most important thing, okay? So a lot of the struggles that people have as far as the way they feel about their lower body really comes from body fat. And if you've ever looked at your legs and you see those like little dimpled spots on them, and then you feel real self-conscious or uncomfortable, right? That is caused by extra body fat. Okay, so reducing overall body fat is going to be one of the best ways for making your legs look better, or in the sense of more technical, for being a little bit smaller. Okay, so if you want your legs to be a little smaller, one of the best things you can do, burn more body fat. What's one of the best things you can do to burn body fat? Work a lot of muscle. Okay, burn. Okay, get in there, do that good work. Okay, so if big legs are a fear of yours, and so you always make your leg exercises kind of wussy, kind of easy, because you don't want your legs to get any bigger, you're missing the point. You've totally missed the boat. Okay, what's making your legs big and what's making you uncomfortable is the extra body fat, not the muscle. Okay, so actually, if you gained a little bit of muscle in your legs, but then lost a bunch of fat in your legs, they would look way, way, way better. Okay, so exercises like this are actually going to be super helpful for you as far as feeling better about the way your legs look. Legs, and I say legs, really I mean from the hips down. Okay, so glutes, or your butt, as well as quads, thighs here, and calves as well. Oh, man. Oh, and reducing body fat is going to actually play a big role as far as retaining fluid. So if you notice that maybe from the calf down, your legs tend to feel a little bit bigger, then some of that may just be fluid retention. Okay, so getting your legs moving more, right? In a way, this part of your body is referred to as a second heart. Okay, so when these muscles flex and pump, they actually get more fluids circulating throughout the body. So not a bad thing to be working our legs, especially if you got fluid retention, and especially if you don't feel great about the way they look. Okay, but if you're feeling awesome about your legs, sweet. I feel awesome about my legs. I love my legs. They're awesome. They take me so many cool places. Whew. Sometimes they don't always cooperate. Sometimes I feel like they look a little awkward. That's fine. I'm awkward. I love it. Oh, yeah. Last one. Can you believe it's our last one? Last one for this exercise. Now you'll notice that my torso has a slight forward lean to it, right? So I'm not standing up perfectly straight as I do this, okay? If I'm standing up perfectly straight, I'm gonna put more load on my back leg. I want more load on my front leg. So I've got a slight forward lean. That's getting more into that front leg and left side hip, okay? So that's why I've got that little tip. Woo! And that's a little tip for you on that exercise. I could probably do one more. Yeah, I can do one more, because I'm awesome. Because you're awesome. We're both awesome together. Last one. Oh man, last one. Okay, let's talk about our next exercise, okay? You'll notice I've got a bigger bar behind me, okay? It's gonna be a little more challenging, a little bit more difficult. But these next exercises, I'm using both of my legs at their best positioning as far as doing stuff, okay? So our next exercises are the squat, whoo, right? And the deadlift, okay? So both of these exercises are some of the best that you can do for activating muscle in your body, for pushing yourself to new limits. I'm done. I'm done. You can keep going now. You got a couple seconds. Oh man. See you, buddy. Oh man. So we got a minute off right now. I'm going to explain our next exercises, okay? We've got squats and deadlift. So I've got my squat bar set up right here. You'll notice this is significantly heavier than what I was doing for my split squats. So for the split squats on that bar, I could pick it up pretty easy. This one, I could pick it up, but it would be pretty hard as far as getting it up over my shoulders, okay? So I've got it set in a squat rack on this one. So what I'll do is I'll be stepping in and under and using the squat rack to stand up with it, okay? If you don't have that luxury, your weight's probably gonna be a little bit lighter, but that's okay. You can still get some great work, okay? If you notice that your weight is so light that you're not getting the work that you need, go slower on your repetitions, and that'll increase that difficulty, okay? Remember, if you're using an Olympic bar, like this one, this big bar, this is 45 pounds by itself, okay? Make sure you factor that into your calculations as you're putting the weights on, okay? So squats is our first one, and then we move right into the deadlift, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my squats. I'm gonna step out from the squat rack a little bit. Okay, now I've got plenty of space around me, so this isn't that big a deal that I'm stepping out, and if I have to move and turn around, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, but if you were in a tighter space, you might not be able to do movement in the same way that I do, okay? So just make sure you're honoring the space you're in, honoring your body, and being smart about the way you move. Let's talk through what I'm doing. I'm squatting down by pushing my hips back, getting weight on my heels, and I'm driving! I'm driving into my heels as I'm trying to stand up. Okay, now as I'm doing this, I'm breaking into a huge sweat. Okay, I am challenging a tremendous amount of muscle in my body. Okay, all the way up my spinal column, into my arms and shoulders, just holding the bar, and then all through my hips and legs. Going through the squat. Now I'm actually going to rotate around so I can see where I'm going, and then I'm going to rack this bar right in here. Okay? Now we're moving into the deadlift. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up under this bar, just like I did for that one. Come under it. I'm going to step back. I'm going to let it come down. And I'll set it there. So that was the reverse of a deadlift. That was me setting the bar down. Okay? Now for a deadlift, you've got your feet under the bar. You want to almost imagine that you're almost going to drag this bar along your shins. So I'm squatting down, hands come just alongside, right on the outside of the shoes. Chest is out on this one. Make sure chest is out big. Okay, don't round. Do not round here. Chest is out. Now I drive into the heels, and I stand up with the bar. Now I squat down, and I drive into the heels to stand up. Okay, now this one's like double trouble, because I already worked a lot of these muscles already. Okay, now my timer went off, so it's rest break. Okay, I'm going to do what's called a clean. So I pulled that up to my chest here. Go ahead and walk this in. And set it there. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Woo. Now, let's say your bar is too heavy to be doing that, to be setting it up and down like that. What you may do instead is you may do a minute of squats and a minute of rest. Minute of squats, minute of rest, minute of squat, minute of rest. And then do a minute of deadlift and a minute of rest. Okay, if you choose to do it that way, what you'd want to do, let's see, if we're doing 4, 3, you'd want to switch to 3 and 4. Okay, so you'd want to do a squat and a rest, squat and a rest, squat and a rest, and then deadlift, rest, deadlift, rest, deadlift, rest. Okay, whereas right now I'm doing squat, deadlift, rest, squat, deadlift, rest, squat, deadlift, rest, squat, deadlift, rest. Okay, so I would be getting 4 and a little bit less rest. Okay, but I will let you choose accordingly. Squatting time right now. Woo, 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 woo. Pushing the hips back. Sinking down in. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit narrower. Feels a little better. Honor your body. Listen to your body. Weights on the heels. Weights on the heels. Drive in. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Oh, glutes like crazy. Glutes for days. Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I'm just going to power it up. All right. Okay. Now, if you have the capability to do that, go for it. If not, do what's right for your body. Okay. Woo. Okay. Stepping in, chest out. Oh, I can't believe I'm going straight from squats into deadlift. This is nasty. Oh, man. Who came up with this idea? Legs. Chest stays out the whole time. Chest stays out the whole time. And you're not trying to lift up with the arms. Arms are hanging. Arms just hang. Okay. let's be safe. Okay. I'm gonna take a minute and just sweat here for a second before I try and rack this bar. Oh, okay. Now, very important on this one, as you're doing that deadlift, you want glutes and hips and legs. You do not want to overwork your lower back on this one. It's very easy to do, especially as you get fatigued and tired. Okay, so coming up about now is when you really need to focus, okay? You're gonna be tempted to bend more and squat less. What you need to do is squat more and bend less. Okay, so do less bending, do more squatting. All right. Oh boy. Squats, deadlift, rest. Squats, deadlift, and then stretch. We're almost there. We're almost there. Home stretch. Home stretch, gang. Hopefully you're enjoying this, at least as a spectator, as much as I'm enjoying it as a participant. Woo! Oh man. So we're rolling already. So if you haven't started yet, go for it. Whew, it's taking me a second to get set. Focus that quality, focus that quality. Find a spot out front to look at. Move the bar down just a slight bit. There we go. Let's try that. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's good. That's real good. One more. We do one more. Okay, it's deadlifting time. Deadlifting time. Okay, right into it. All right. Now my squatting weight and my deadlifting weight are a little bit less than what I might do if I was getting more rest. Okay, or if I was just really focusing in on one of these exercises, right? Like if I was just really just dialing in on the deadlift, I'd want it to be a little bit heavier. But because we've got all this mixing together, you can still get some great work, even if it's a little bit lighter. Okay, so especially with at-home stuff, more than likely, you don't have enough to go super, super heavy, and that's okay. Do your best on these. Okay, so I'm noticing, for me, that my lower back is starting to try and work more, like it's trying to take over some of the work, which means that my hips and glutes are getting very fatigued, which is good. That's what we're after. That's what we're doing this for. However, once these glutes are really shot and I'm pushing for that 1 or 2 or 3 more reps, you start to get into a little danger zone, right? So honor your body. Be listening to what's going on inside here. Be listening to what your hips and your back are saying. And especially if you're a person that has chronic low back issues or chronic other place issues in your body, pay attention to that spot especially. Look for your warning signs. You know what they are better than anybody else. One more of each. And then this sweaty mess that we call Andrew is going to collapse on the floor in a big old puddle. Okay, it's squat time, friends. Go ahead, get under the bar. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Okay, so one thing you notice is I have like a ritual when I come under it. I grab the bar in the same spot each time. Very important that your hand grip is in the same area. So right here, there's a smooth spot on the bar. So I put the same fingers on that smooth spot. I bring my head directly under, through, step under, and stand up with it. Okay, so that's my routine that I do with my bar. If you're just picking it up overhead, just make sure your grip is even. Okay, very important that this bar is not way off to one side. Okay, so you're looking for a nice middle ground. I'm wasting time. I need to be squatting. Oh man. Oh, I'm dripping. Oh man, this is good. This is real good. Okay, moving on to deadlift. I definitely missed a couple reps there. That's okay. Okay. Okay, self, one more. One more set, and then you can lay down. One more set, and you can sleep. Woo! Woo! Grab and hold. Chest is out. Driving into the heels. And we stand up with it. Remember, it's moving right along the shins. Right along the shins. Now, people that do professional strongman competitions and maximum deadlift, oftentimes you'll see they end up with bloody shins at the end of it. I'm not saying that's where you need to be. I'm not saying it's where I'm ever going to be. Okay, but they hug it really tight to the body. All right, and that's what we're looking for, pretty tight. Okay, take a breather. The working portion is done. Mercifully, it's stretch time now. Just gonna scoot this back, set my timer, and we're underway. We're starting with a pretzel stretch. Go ahead, lay down. Timer started. We'll cross a leg over, and you're gonna grab that leg just below the knee and pull towards you. And then be eternally grateful. This workout's almost over. Oh. Okay, we'll change sides. Leg. Oh man, my head's so wet. My headset won't stay on. Oh man, the challenges we go through for fame. Oh man. That was perfect. That was just what I needed. How about you? Did you get what you needed? I hope so. Oh, okay. Quad stretch next. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this stretch laying down, because laying down sounds nice. You can grab at the ankle. You can grab back the shoe. Leg back behind. Nice quad stretch. Push your hips forward. Keep your abs tight. That'll keep you from hurting your lower back. Whew. Oh, man. Oh, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Okay, we'll change sides. Oh, am I gonna do that? Oh, let's do a breakdancing special right there. You like that? Ah, hit it. Oh, man. I'm almost smooth, I'll tell you. I'm almost smooth. Oh, quad stretch right here. Bring that leg back behind you. Make sure you're not pulling the leg up. Try and keep those knees somewhat close together as you go. Okay, we're going to end off with a hamstring stretch. I'm going to do this one seated. One we've done before, which you're more than welcome to do, is this one here. I'm going to do it this way. My legs here. I'm just going to tip down one side. I'm going to do my hamstring stretch this way. Oh man, more than one way to skin a cat. Who does that anyway? But there's more than one way to stretch your hamstring. And here's just one way that you can do it. Try and advance your position and then hold. You're not trying to bounce while you're in here. You're not going back and forth and back and forth. You're just trying to get to one spot. Get there and hold. And then if you can, you might creep it a little further and hold. So as you can probably tell, being a tall guy, hamstrings is one issue that I have. And so it's definitely a spot that I have an opportunity to work on. Oh boy. Okay, we did it, gang. Well done. We kicked some butt. Hope your legs feel good now, because they're going to feel a little interesting tomorrow. Great work today.